and welcome to the interweblings. I'm Susan Perkins, one quarter of double acts Melanie and Susan, and we're about to hear from Melanie, currently excavating her sinuses. I can just see her. We've muted her for now. She's just chirped up. Welcome to this Asks or Masks auction. This is live. Yes.
Hello, Susan.
Hello, Melanie. We're going to raise cash for PPE for frontline medics and carers. Now, Mel, you got clap for carers, didn't you? You slightly misunderstood the sloganing there.
I've been giving clap to the NHS for many, many years now.
Yes, they've been dealing with it. I mean, I'd say with an intermittent degree of success. I won't lie. Melanie, while you were in that cupboard, surrounded by pictures, I think, of yourself, from what I can see.
Of us. Hello, there's a bit of a theme to this evening. There are pictures of both. That's a weird lighting effect. I'm not going to do that.
I can see your armpit.
Hello. Have you had a haircut?
I won't lie, there's been some home barbering going on. At the front, it's
good. It's good.
At the back, it's piecemeal. It's pattern baldness.
There's a whiff of mullet, mate. I'm not going to lie. Or is it just that?
It's full Mickey from the League of Gentlemen. If you go behind, which I think there's an injunction out on you doing that. Can I please just crack on with some procedurals?
Things, please.
Last week, we raised over £42,000 for PPE, which goes directly to frontline medics and carers. Tonight, we're going to do it all again. There are fantastic prizes you can still bid on tonight and tomorrow. You just need to click on the link below. If you find that befuddling, as I might, go to askformasks.co.uk. If you'd like to send us a message, just type in the comment box, keep it nice. Lots of prizes to win tonight. We're also going to hear from the actor Kerry Howard, from MP and frontline doctor Dr. Rosena Ali Khan, MasterChef champion Simon Wood, and joining me later, or indeed now, because she slightly jumped the gun, is Melanie Gzoigadoik.
Listen, am I early, love? Do you want me to just put myself away and come back in 10 minutes with much more of a fanfare, or shall I stay?
Are you providing your own fanfare? Are you saying I haven't welcomed you enough, so you're going to go away until I've found... What do you want? I'm on lockdown. What do you want, vuvuzelas? No, hard to say.
Can I just say, I love the way that you're broadcasting, mate. Nothing will stop you. Nothing will stop you. Love it.
I've only done one. Quite into it though. I don't understand how it works. But there's an amazing team of people to help me. So
what's up for grabs this evening? What can we bid for?
Right, ending in under 2 minutes. That was perfectly teed from you. Clarins beauty bag worth £100. Whoa, brimful with beauty and skincare products. There's a £250 voucher for Piper's Farm.
Good. What's that?
There's, it's a farm that specialises in pipers, the Highland woodwind instrument. It's all delivered in sustainable packaging. You've got a subscription to The Economist.
That's good.
I know that's very good. I love the fact you're putting your own personal spin on whether you think these things are worth money or not. Also, Melanie, if you could be asked, could bid on a £250 voucher to stay in a Canopy and Stars home. Have you heard of them?
What is that, like a sort of a tree house?
Yes, or a yurt.
Yes. Oh, you know me, mate. Love that sort of thing. Love that sort of thing.
Absolutely, on plan air. Now,
good.
All the prizes you see tonight have been donated. So I'd like to say a massive thank you to everyone who's stepped forward. And let's take a look at one of the prizes you could now bid on.
Oh, good.
Hello, I'm Ella Brookeleri. I'm an actor. I am genuinely gutted for healthcare workers at the moment. I think we need to do a little bit more than just clapping on a Thursday evening, even though that's lovely. I was asked to donate to the Amazing Asks for Masks auction. I don't have anything of that much value, but I do have lots of lovely Sicilian relatives who showed me how to make yummy food, and I thought I'll donate a secret family recipe. So I can't give away that much about the ingredients in the recipe because otherwise the mob would be onto me. The Sicilian mafia are like really weird about food. It's like a whole thing. So I will tell. You just have to trust me that it's really yummy. It's an amazing dish. It's rustic and it's simple, but it's beautiful. And you will love it. So please get bidding if you feel so inclined. I'll also share a video of me of me showing the winner how to cook the dish. Just
Now, that was Ella Bruch. Now, you're going to correct me on this, Melanie. Brucelleri.
Brucelleri, sì.
Brucelleri. She's pledged a top secret Sicilian recipe.
Oh, what is it? Oh, well, obviously we
But
don't
it's
know.
secret, isn't it?
Yes, but is it savoury or is it sweet? Do we know?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to open the door on that. I'm not because you either bid or you don't bid. I'm not going to have you teasing it out of me.
I had a very odd pizza in Sicily once, which was called a 007, which means 007.
Yes.
And it was a pizza with two onions.
Cooked on the bonnet of a very hot old pork.
It was 2 onions to make the 2 zeros, and then a sausage made the 7. It was really,
like a split Frankenfurter.
Yes, it was really weird.
Now, listen.
Yes, come on.
Ella, who did that secret Sicilian recipes, also donated the cover of any song by her band, Marry Me, Emily. That wasn't a shout out, by the way. That's the name of her band, in case somebody called Emily just really creeped out.
So you can literally say to her, look, can you do, I don't know, Sparks?
Any song, yes.
It's One All Over Heaven, and she'll do that. What now? Is she doing it now?
Very, very demanding, Melanie. Lockdown has made you incredibly needy. I'm saying some shout outs. Ian McCo. Oh dear. Ian, I'm not going to pronounce that right. Can you see the chat, Melanie? Right, this is Ian's name. MacMachaulain. McCowlin, I think. Hello, Melanie. Sue Love from Sheffield. Oh. Faye Talbot's there, the Eastbourne, massive big love to you. Yes. Giovanna Ashcroft.
Lovely.
From the Scrub and Face Protection Hub crew. Of course, they are responsible for distributing all the PPE. 100% of profits from tonight's show go towards that. Mike Sanders wants a signed picture of his dad, Derek, who I love. Aga Nowak says, hello from Streatham.
Yes, come on. We had a night down there. Remember that, matey? We were in the bowling.
Caesars.
Was it? Hang on, that was the club, wasn't it? Next to the bowling alley, or was the bowling alley Caesars? I can't remember.
No, I seem to remember there were 2 distinct spaces because it's quite hard to bowl in a club.
Yeah, I always love your feet in a bowling shoe. It's very, very strong. Carry on with the auction shoes. Come on.
Right.
I'm just here to fluff you.
As always. Nice to get a remote fluffing. I hope, by the way, Melanie, you're observing the new rules. Remember the new rules. You can drive anywhere you like in England. You cannot stay. Pick a parent, any parent. You can only see that parent.
Yeah.
Preferably see them through the back of a spoon over Skype.
Yes.
Anyone else's parent is fine. Stay alert.
Yes, always alert.
Are you?
When am I never not alert, mate? You know me, I'm like a bird. I've got 360-degree view.
I don't think that's all birds. I thought you mean a sort of calcified old lady neck. I got 360 degrees, barely getting 70 degrees there. Just and even having to move your body to, it wasn't even free movement of the neck. It was literally like this. I'm a bird.
Mate, look at this.
That's the sort of, oh no, that's his good. You've absolutely, you've done full owl. But again, I will quiz you because that's body, not head. Bidding has taken off. Don't sit back if you would like to get your hands on any of these prizes. Currently, we have got, check this out, Melanie, Dame Dawn French, the loveliest human being on earth in conjunction with her black partner, Jennifer, has offered afternoon tea with her good self. You and a friend could do that. In London or Cornwall, currently going for 2,600 quid.
That's amazing. That would be a real prize worth having. That would be
certainly would.
So good. Also, I mean, if it's Cornwall, you'll get the clottedness of that cream, which you might not get in London. I'm just saying.
I'm just going to say this: the distribution service of clotted cream is quite strong in this country. You can get it. You can get it outside the county.
But it'll be more authentic in Cornwall. I'm just saying.
It tastes better. It tastes better. In advance of that, which way do you put your cream and jam? Be very careful.
Oh, don't make me do that, mate, because if I say one thing, I'll really, You'll
get it right. And if you say another, you'll get it wrong.
Hang on a minute then. It's jam first, then cream for me. It's the Devonian way.
That's not the Devonian way.
Oh, that's the Cornish.
Correct.
That's the Cornish way.
You don't put cream on as a butter substitute and then put a jam. Oh, we could fight over this. Let's have a look at what else you could bid on tonight. Here's Laura.
Hi, my name is Laura Muka and I'm a children's poet and author. And I have donated to this auction a children's poetry workshop with up to 50 children and as many adults as you like. I love poetry and I normally work with children face to face, but have done a number of digital workshops during lockdown. And it's been really interesting to see what children have come up with and to see just how aware they are of the situation. So in prior workshops, lines that have come up have included, "Get me out of here, my dad's talking about Boris again, I'm going to use all the loo roll." The poem that I most recently did in a digital workshop, it was a series of digital workshops, was a thank you poem for key workers. And I hope that you bid loads of money for my poetry workshop because it would make me feel really good about myself. But most importantly, because it would raise money for PPE, and that's really important.
Hello, that's Melanie talking in the background, making a noise. Who knows what that was? Hello for those just joining. Welcome, I'm Sue Perkins, that's Melanie. We're about to say a massive hello to Kerry, who's there. This is the Ask for Masks auction. The money raised tonight, all of it, every single penny will go towards PPE for those who need it most. Frontline medics, frontline carers. So thank you. We raised 42 grand last week. Current total is 22,330 in today's auction. So keep on bidding, incredible prizes, whether you like food, whether you like wine, whether you like going out, whether you like staying in, whether you like sport or however, whatever floats your boat, there's stuff for you. So go onto our website, askformasks.co.uk. Time to hear from another one of our donors who I was very privileged to have a chat to the other day. Here's Labour MP for Tooting and Shadow Cabinet Minister for Mental Health, Dr. Rosena Ali Khan, who is talking about the prize that she has donated. And thank you for your wonderful donation, which remind us what that is.
Well, the lucky recipient of whoever donates the most will get to have a tour of the Houses of Parliament and tea with yours truly. I don't know how exciting that is for people that know me, but I'm hoping that it will be a really fun time. I will bring my best banter. I will bring my good chat. I will be match ready. And I'm really looking forward to hoping that we can raise some money out of this.
That is a great prize, and presumably quite close to your heart.
For me, all jokes aside now, this is a cause really, really close to my heart. People working on the NHS and care front lines throughout this COVID crisis have been really suffering, particularly at the start of the crisis with not having the PPE that they needed.
Presumably the time after, it's not quite necessarily the time to talk about post-lockdown, but as things ease and we move into a state of alertness, your role as Shadow Minister for Mental Health is going to be at the forefront, is it not? I mean, this is going to have decimated families economically, psychologically, and that's where, you're going to shine centre stage, I imagine.
Well, I think this has been a priority even now. Even just before this call, I've had a number of Zoom calls with people in the sector talking about how we get on top of this. This is an emergency now. We know that up to 50% of our NHS and care staff will be suffering with some sort of post-traumatic stress disorder or mental ill health. We know that the inequalities in our communities are fueling mental ill health. If you look at the very people that have been going out so that our country can keep on going, there are also the people that live in multi-occupancy homes. There are people that get paid less than the London living wage if you live in a city. These are people who needed our help before and need our help even more. And then if you add on top of that the fact that this virus has stripped the humanity out of grieving, people not being able to go to the funerals of their loved ones, not being able to say goodbye, we will have a nation in grief in many ways. And we have people who are very anxious about being at home on their own during lockdown. I know measures have eased slightly, but it's not as things were before still. But again, I think people have come together incredibly well to observe the social distancing measures. And I see it as my role as just one part of the big puzzle of supporting people through this.
Well, I think you're amazing, and thank you for everything that you're doing in the community, for your frontline work, obviously at the Nightingale and St George's, and all power to you. And thank you for donating this incredible prize. Welcome back to this live stream where we are raising money for frontline carers and medics for the PPE protective equipment they so desperately need. I'm delighted to be joined by the wonderful, wonderful Kerry. How are you doing, lovely?
I'm good. I'm okay. I'm actually enjoying lockdown.
Are you?
Yeah. Well, because weirdly, I think I've been practicing social distancing for the last 2 years since my divorce. So it's actually quite fine.
So you're used to it. What are the tips for those struggling? I mean, how do you recommend going about this next phase?
Well, the next phase is easing out. So the next phase is managing your anxiety, because I've kind of trained my children every time we see a person to shout human and we duck away. So now we have to not look at humans like they're zombies, and now we have to kind of go, okay, they're not necessarily have like corona.
You know, I told you that all humanity was bad. Well, I'm easing up on that now.
Yeah, I'm easing up on that. I'm like, because there was a guy who was trying to give my son a mint to feed a horse. Like, this sounds very, we're in the country, the numbers are very low. And he was being really kind, and then there was a moment where I was like, oh, don't hand him the mint. It was like a bomb, but nothing happened. We're all good. And it was a lovely moment with the horse, but I did want to scream.
I think it's the same for everybody. I think it's going to be psychologically, it doesn't take long to get into a very entrenched mindset. Can I ask why you're supporting this campaign, my lovely?
Well, my sister-in-law is a doctor, so she's in the front line, and and most of my family, all my cousins are nurses, so I care about them greatly, and there is low PPE, and they're risking their lives, and they're just doing their job. No one is like saying that they're a hero. They're just getting on with it. And I'm so impressed with them.
Yes, as I said to Dr. Rosena, no one expects a fireman to go into a burning building wearing pants. So one shouldn't expect porters or nurses or care workers in the community setting, medics, having to not wear masks in the correct gear. So Dr. Rosena is an unbelievable woman. Quick shout out for prizes that are coming to an end. Sorry, Kerry. At 8:40, we've got dinner at Lassan restaurant with Citizen Khan creator Adil Ray, who's a top chap, and we heard from him last week. A gourmet curry night for 6 at the award-winning restaurant in Birmingham, which is Simon Wood's restaurant, with wine included. I think that's the same. I might have put two prizes as one. You can look on the website and you'll find out what's right. 50 quid voucher for Scarlet and Violet Flower Shop. So beautiful, and thanks for their kind donate. They're gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. Really, really exquisite. And a big shout out to everybody watching. I've slightly prefigured the next item. I caught up with MasterChef champion Simon Wood, who's donated a 7-course, that's 7 courses, a tasting menu for 2 at his Michelin Guide listed restaurant, Wood, Manchester. So why is this campaign so important to you?
I mean, the Ask for Maths campaign it's important to me because, like, my sister and her partner Ruth, they're both frontline NHS workers. One's crit care, and my sister's an AMP. So they were on, and still are on the front line. Their wedding got postponed for this, and they've told me about the challenges of PPE and all kinds of different things. And it's, the minute I was asked, it's a no-brainer. If it helps people, when you see it firsthand with your family, it really strikes a chord. It's something that you need to be able to contribute to and help out with if you can.
Now tell us about the wonderful prize you've put up for auction.
So what we've done, I was contacted by a friend to see what we could do to help out Ask for Maths, and we've donated a tasting menu, so 7 courses. So you get bread and snacks and everything else with that. So you'll probably end up with 10 or 11, truth be told, when you get here.
Oh.
And with that, there'll be accompanying wine and a cookbook as well, so you can do what everyone else has been doing and cook at home.
Now, that's an amazing prize, and I'm going to be, I might well put in a few bids myself for that. But the restaurant trade's been particularly badly hit by lockdown, isn't it?
This is a fine dining Michelin recommended restaurant, but we had to change the way that we deliver what we do, and we went into a cook at home service. Everyone at the minute is a chef. You look all over the internet, everyone's a chef, and it's great to see. It will give people a passion for something that eventually might help the industry, because there could be someone out there that then follows the path, and good chefs are hard to find. So it's good, but you can't do some of the things that we do with our food at home. So we thought, let's see if we can take fine dining and deliver it.
I'm going to love you and leave you, Simon, but thank you for your time, and thank you for such a generous donation. It's really, really appreciated.
Lovely chatting, Sue. Thank you very much for having me.
The wonderful Simon Wood there, that incredible prize. Kerry Howard is with us now. Kerry, we were speaking about why Ask for Master is so important to you, bearing in mind you have family and friends who work in the caring profession. What have you donated to this fabulous auction, please?
So I'm donating a Zoom session with me, and you can chat either about acting or about your love life. I love to give advice.
I might have to buy that.
Yeah. I love it. I love a bit of gossip. Someone else's problems. Oh my God, I'm brilliant at it. Right.
So you will be agony aunt / career advisor.
Yeah, life coach.
Life coach. And the thing is, I know you've got your life sorted because I'm looking at you. Behind you is an accent wall.
Yes.
With what looks like a sort of acronym, and that says to me someone who's in control of their life.
I'm completely in control of my life. Like, I know that my name begins with a K, and I know and W is my son, and K is the other child.
That's all one needs. Melanie has self-muted, which is something I wish she might have done sort of maybe 30 years ago. Melanie,
am I on now? Am I on?
Darling, it's your moment.
Am I back now, darling?
I'm going to tell you about some of the lots still open. Now, this is a sentence I didn't think I'd ever say. The adult horse experience is available for just £35.
I do that every day with my son.
An adult horse experience.
Yeah, he pops on my back and I just go, no, isn't that fun?
I think people would pay more than £35 for you to do that, Kerry, but I'm not going to offer that as a bid because I think that's a real hiding to something very wrong.
What is involved in the horse experience? Do you get to do the sort of...
Can I just make clear it's an adult horse, Melanie?
The platter, what do you get to do? What is it? Come on, what is it?
I don't want to say you can do whatever you want because I think there's boundaries in this experience.
Yeah.
I think you have to be an adult and you have an experience with a horse, which I presume is getting on it.
Is it an Equus type thing, or is it just?
Let's not bring that out there. Let's not. For those of you who haven't read Equus, just don't now. Just don't read it until you've forgotten about what this prize is. We have some extraordinary artists who've given one-offs and limited edition pieces of work to this campaign, and amongst them,
yes,
an extraordinary dude. Called Pure Evil. Now, Ollie, are we ready to go to that, or have I slightly jumped the gun? You won't know who Ollie is, but he's very, very large on my screen here, and he's a man of exquisite beauty, isn't he?
He's good at gun jumping.
He's so easy on the eye. He almost as soon as he hits the eye, it just melts.
Yes.
Beautiful. He's very red now. He's a very, very red man. He
and
wants
he's
me to shut up.
Doing some good voguing as well. I like.
Yeah. He's also dining the number of a lawyer. Here is one. We're hearing from one of the amazing artists who've donated. This is Pure Evil.
Hey, this is Pure Evil. Here's my artwork, guys. I made it of the Queen. I like the Queen. She's pretty cool. She's good for tourism. She was great when she did that collaboration with the Sex Pistols. And on the Crown, she's pretty cool. Not as cool as her sister, who's a bit of a fun lady. I want to give a shout out to the amazing NHS, and I hope some good money comes out of this auction. I hear it's shooting up at the moment, which is awesome. Thank you so much. Please give generously. Love you, NHS.
Hello, shout outs. That was Pure Evil, by the way. He's just a wonderful dude. Ellie Phillips has said hello from Ellie, Josie and Nigel in Essex. Nice. Josie has also, I don't think it's a different Josie, but Josie Diamond is using caps, which I think implies excitement. Hello, Mel and Sue. Love you so much. Love from Ellie, Josie and Nigel. Yes, it's the same family. I say, as a family, perhaps communicate together. I mean, you can all just fire off random things from your various devices. I love hearing from you. I'm going to say that we've heard now from Ellie and Josie. We haven't heard from Nigel. Nigel, yeah. I'd like to send something, not just in caps, but in sort of 48 point. Something that's going to really make your mark as a family unit. Salsabilia Noor Zurato. Melanie Sue, do you have plans to have an online show besides this auction? I'm going to throw that to Melanie.
Can we do that, love? We should.
We should do a chat show.
We could do a chat show where we just chat to each other, or do we get people?
I think, mate, that has very limited appeal.
That would be dull, actually, wouldn't it? The chat, it would be hours and hours of absolute drivel. But
I think Kerry's right. I think if you interview other people and maybe put the interest on them, because they're, after all, they're the interesting ones.
We could do hobbies. We could do craft. We could do all sorts of things.
I've taken up crochet. That's for something else, because tonight I'm going to try and earn some money for PPE and getting out to the front line. Edison is walking the dog. Stella is the dog in Caversham. And Miss Dawn French is watching. Hello, Miss Susan and Miss Melly. Dawn from the 80s. Be excited. Let me remind you that Dame Dauniana of French,
yes, the tea,
beloved of the universe, has given of her time, which is sacred, and of her knowledge about scones, which she has. I would say she knows more about scones than Mary Berry.
Oh, you're playing with fire there, my friend. But yes, go with it. Absolutely go with it.
I'm just wondering now. Bez might get. If only Bez knew how to work the internet, I'd be in real trouble now.
Go on.
But that is a hell of a thing to do. If you keep bidding on that, that is going brilliantly. I think we're over 3,000 now for some Cornish clotted cream with Dawn of French. Still up for grabs. We've got 22 carat plated gold ship necklace by Jill Will Jewellery. Lunch for 4 at Riverford with Guy, the founder, who's gorgeous. Bread making day. Melly, I'm up for this. I might have to bid on this.
What's this?
Someone will come and shape your baps in the comfort of your own home.
What?
Yeah.
Is it some sort of French massage or something? What is it?
It's a bread making course, love. But you can approach the day however you want. They'll just be there to make bread.
Do you know the French every morning shower their breasts with very, very cold water to keep them up?
I'd heard that, and for 6 months I showered my breasts in cold water.
Did it?
Until I realised that was an old wives' tale. Although I have to say, as the face sags, weirdly, they remain. I mean, this is not the forum for it.
No, they're good. They're in good nick, mate. Seriously.
Thanks for that. Thanks for the women beneath my wings. Ollie now is sort of puce colour, and I seem to be getting a lot of stuff on the chat saying good to move on. We'll have we'll go now to an extraordinary woman who, to my great shame, I had never met before. She is unbelievable. Lockdown is proving to so many people that they can, outside of work, whether they've lost their job or they're furloughed, they have transferable skills that they can use for good. And Sarah is one of those people. She's an events coordinator. She sat there, didn't like the way things were being run. And so she's single-handedly pretty much distributing and running logistics for sending out PPE. This is Sarah Farrell. Hey, Sarah, how are you?
Good, thank you. I've put a bra on in your honour.
Oh my word! I'm afraid I have not done so in likewise honouring. I've just let them just hang where they will. So tell us what you've offered the charity.
So I've worked across quite a few departments, mainly on distribution. So I've been using my studio in East London as our distribution point. So I've counted thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces of PPE.
So the money that we raise ends up basically in your home, where you package it and send it to the people that need it most, as directed by medical healthcare professionals.
Yeah, absolutely. So combination of working with the Doctors Association. I know you've spoken previously with Katie.
Yeah.
And then also through people requesting via the website. So we identify the needs, fundraise, purchase PPE, and then also have some very generous donations of PPE. And then all of that gets sorted here in East London and then disappears all over the country to the front line where it's needed.
It's really important to say this is not just an English venture, this is a UK-wide venture, and that we're trying to get the PPE out wherever you are, whether you're in the Outer Hebrides or in the furthest tip of Cornwall. Yeah, Sarah will post you whatever you need.
We will, and we've got amazing volunteer drivers. We've got over 200 Teslas, so we're also sending our PPE sustainably.
You're a carbon neutral charitable venture. I love that.
Really ticking all the boxes.
That's perfect.
From my point of view, really in the beginning as well, I just thought the pressure that these teams were under on the front line, the last thing they needed to be worrying about was PPE.
And if somebody's watching, maybe a bus driver, and they were to petition their union, or railway workers to petition their union to get more PPE, where should they direct the request?
So they can go to our website, which is nhsherosupport.co.uk, and through there's a request form. But they can also get in touch with us via social media. So any of our social media channels, NHS Hero Support, and then obviously through Shield, through the other groups that we've been so privileged to work with.
It keeps really long, but thanks so much for your time, and just a massive thank you. And still, just the fact that you put a bra on for this, my love knows no bounds.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Take it easy. By the way, I'm naked from the waist down. Sarah is amazing and brilliant, and it was an absolute pleasure to speak to her. I am Susan Perkins. Joining me, Melanie Gazoigadoik. This is the Asks for Masks auction. Money raised, all of it will be going towards PPE for frontline medics and carers. So thank you to everybody who's been following and supporting and bidding so far. We'll do some shout outs. Actually, look, Miss Frenchy Farthead, which I'm assuming is Dawn, Dame Dawn, always Dame Dawn, is saying she really wants to be at the cream tea. Whoever's going to be there, she really, really wants. She's desperate. She's bidding on it. You've got Kew Gardens Tour with their head of publishing, Gina Fullerlove. Kew's beautiful.
Nice. Yeah.
You get a 1 week stay in a 5-bed house in Polzeath in Cornwall.
Yes, please. I'll have that one.
But you've got to have it. It's the whole point. I have been trying to tell you this during the course of the VT. Good girl. Good girl. Jill Embleton has said, is Mel's mug up for auction? Let me have a look.
This, do you know, it's Andy and Fergie, guys. The Royal Wedding of the Century, 1986. Still the big one. Still the big one. And still together, of course, which is great. Yes. They say love doesn't last, but... I know, they're coming full circle. I don't know if I could ever part with this. Is that mean of me? Maybe I should auction it off. No, I just sort of think in the middle of an auction to help frontline care workers, you can't even auction up a mug. That's fine. But listen, what this has done is really sort the wheat from the chaff in terms of personal morality. I'll auction. No, you don't have to. I tell you what I'll do, Melanie, because I know that one's close to your heart and you've got given it. And so I'll auction. We'll find another one. We'll auction it next week. I know, but we can get one. It's called eBay. What else? We've got current total 22,745. We've got 2 maths tutoring sessions. Catherine Manning is on the chat saying her 3-year-old nephew has said we need to keep doctors well so they can look after people. Because they are human beings too. Let me tell you, your 3-year-old nephew is a wise, sweet, kind darling. Uma Bryce is saying the Wonder Woman artwork by Amy Gardner looks like you, Sue, which I will take. Any approximation between me and Wonder Woman, I'll take it. Have you seen the two of them together? Have you compared them properly? What, me and Wonder Woman? Just saying to the lady, just look at them closely. Never, ever, ever been seen in the same room, me and Wonder Woman. That's all I'm going to say. Don't want to go any further than that. I want to auction this, mate. I want to auction this off, definitely. It's my most prized possession, and I want to auction it off. All right, Melly's mug will go on auction. We're doing another auction launching tomorrow for next week, but let's focus on the dying embers of this one. We have got, oh my word, this is an exquisite human being now that I'm introducing. Let's take a look at what else you can win with the most wonderful Lucy Porter.
Hello, I'm the comedian Lucy Porter.
And I am her wife, Justin Edwards.
And we would like to host a bespoke, at-home, exclusive video quiz just for you.
We will find out all about you, about your hobbies and interests. We'll go through your bins and we'll tailor the questions just for you.
We won't go through your bins. So, for example, if your hobby is stamp collecting, we might ask which country issued the world's longest
Turkey.
Stamp set.
Turkey, I know that one.
If you're into popular music, we could ask, in which year did Snoop Dogg release his club classic, Drop It Like It's Hot? No. It was 2004. If military history is your thing, then tell me, where did Napoleon keep his armies?
Barracks.
For sleeveys. We'll be fashioning the quiz exclusively for you, so you can invite your friends, your family, your workmates, whoever you want to invite.
There may be music.
There may be wigs.
So get bidding now for your very own fun night of virtual fun quizzing. Fun.
Fun.
We will go through your bins.
And no bins were harmed in the making of that quiz. That was the wonderful Lucy Porter and Co. I'm Sue Perkins, saying farewell now. Melanie Gazoigadoik. Always a joy, never a chore.
Guys, bid. Those are some amazing prizes. In fact, I'm going to go now to the website to bid myself. Tutty buys, Perks, I love you. You're doing a great job. Enjoy the auction.
Melanie, I love you. And I see you when this craziness is over. Although I think that we are under new guidelines allowed to see each other. It's just that neither of us have taken each other up on that.
And I want you to be 7 meters away, just saying. Lots of love.
As always, take care, tutty bye-byes. So time's running out on auction 2. If you like the look of Lucy's quiz or anything else that you have seen tonight, click on the link below, head over now, and you can make your bids. But don't worry, for those of you that haven't been quick enough, there are loads more incredible prizes coming up. So we are launching a new auction, that's auction 3, and here is an idea of what you can bid on. So Oliver is now swinging in some things for me to see. Starting soon. Come on, let's do that. I can't see what that is, Ollie. Basically, we've got some technology now, which basically means that Oliver is holding up an iPhone on Zoom. It's 50 shades of internet. No, I can just see a hunched man in white. So I'm assuming that's a restaurant prize. It looks like a woman waiting for a bus or by a lorry. Not sure what that is. Oh, Freddy's Flowers. Wonderful, Freddy's Flowers. Great business. Brisienne, and that woman by Anna. That looks like zebra, but my eyesight is poor. Right. A signed, and this is a massive prize. Not that they're all not massive, but this is a signed copy of Bridget Jones by Bridget Jones. Also, she's personalising a lockdown messaging, and that's an added value. And a print of Pharrell Williams by the gorgeous Keith Lemon. Wow, that's just a snapshot as well. Tons of other prizes. In case I need to remind you, and I'm sure I don't, tonight has all been about raising much needed funds for frontline carers and medics, and particularly those who work in community settings. I'm sure that you're feeling fatigued. I'm sure you're raging that at the moment we're having to treat the NHS like a charity when it isn't. But let's all dig deep and do what we can, because there is insufficient provision on the front line. That's been made clear by the wonderful Dr. Katie Sampson, who set this charity up. It isn't over. We're going to be ending this live feed imminently, but we're launching another auction tomorrow morning. I'm going to be on Good Morning Britain at around about 4 in the morning, which for me is a time that foxes are awake and not human beings. I lie, it's about 7:30, but it's all very much for muchness. It all blurs in. Until the sun is very high in the sky, Susie can't really speak. So that should be a very interesting chumble through with Ben Shepherd tomorrow morning. If you head over to www.askedformasks.co.uk, you can take a look at our next lot of prizes. I wonder if there's any more shout outs that we can do. NEPA is sending the best energy from quarantine in Santiago, Chile. Things are complicated here. I hope that all the people in this stream are well. A paradoxical hug, tight, but with social distance. The mark of a great country, the country of Pablo Neruda, one of the greatest poets of all time, that in her second language, I'm assuming it's her second language, she just speaks from the heart with an eloquence I couldn't muster, certainly in Spanish. Thank you, Nepa. I believe you tuned in last week. You're always, always welcome. Frenchy Farthead is now moving into caps. And when Dame Dawn goes into caps, you know this is serious, okay? She's saying scones, exclamation, jam, exclamation mark, cream, napkins, bosoms, all with presents, I promise. We can get to £3,000 on that, £3,000, just 50 quid in it. It's going to end in just a few minutes. I can vouch that she's a neat, tidy, fragrant, brilliant, extraordinary human, giving her time for this auction. I can't thank her enough. Nicola Connor is saying, can we have a chat with Mel and Sue in next week's auction and save Mel's mug? I think Nicola's launching a Save Mel's Mug campaign, which will run alongside this. Thank you, all of you, for being in touch, for supporting this live stream, for giving as much as you can to this cause. I hope, if nothing else, that the videos you've seen and heard from those in the front line will assure you that every single penny that we raise is going exactly where it's needed with no wastage. I'd also like to do a shout out not only to all the people that have donated prizes, but also to the people who you don't see, who've given up their time, people whose jobs are unsure, some of them whom are on furlough, some of whom are encountering unprecedented difficulties in the businesses they work in. They've all given up their time to make this happen tonight. And just because this schmuck here is gibbering and sounding like an idiot, actually it's a lot of work, and I haven't had to do it, they have. So a big shout to them. I'm hoping when the auction comes to an end in a few minutes, we'll pop up an end board and you can read their names. And I'm hugely grateful for all of their love and all of their support. The links for the auction, items ending in a few minutes, plus the new soon to be launching auction 3 are in the YouTube bio. We've got 4 minutes left on my extraordinary prize. Cream tea, you and a mate with Dawn, either in Cornwall or London. The doyenne of loveliness. 250 quid for lunch for 4 with Guy, the owner, patron of the incredible Riverford farm. There's an oil pastel on a subject of your choice. 200 quid, that's going for a song. Get in there now. And Tash Binney saying, hi Sue, please can Sarah and Tash, both volunteers at the Med Supply Drive UK, get a shout out. You get more than that. You get my total love, admiration and respect for everything that you're doing. And I'm just wondering if we can preview anything coming up or whether I should just take my leave. I'm going to turn and look at the masterful Ol. He's basically doing that. In fact, I've got 7 people on Zoom doing that. In fact, if I'm honest, they've been doing that for 40 minutes. What is that? Is that code for something? What does that mean? Because people seem to do it a lot whenever I talk. Thank you so much for all your sweetness and your kindness, for those who donated prizes, for those who have spent their hard-earned money buying them. We will be back with another auction, I suspect, next week. But if I don't do it live, then certainly you can bid on items until next Friday. I believe, as ever, if I've been a little stupid and not made sense, you can simply go to the website www.asksformasks.co.uk. Stay well and stay safe, and of course stay alert. Big love all. Tatty bye.